Hey everyone, Jake here for American Muscle, and in this video we're taking a look at the BMR Tubular Strut Tower Brace in red, fitting 2015 and newer Mustang GT, EcoBoost, and Dark Horse models. If you're looking to improve your Mustang's handling without having to spend a ton of money or time, this strut brace is going to be for you. BMR has engineered a really strong bar here that will provide your car with a lot more stability and a lot less flex for improved response and handling. Strut tower braces are a pretty popular modification amongst enthusiasts, and for good reason. They're not that expensive, they're easy to install, and they can make a noticeable difference in stability and handling. Basically what they do is provide another brace point for the front end in a critical area. By connecting the strut towers in the front, it helps reduce chassis flex and helps improve handling by keeping things more connected and stable. And while both the S550 and S650 are pretty stiff to begin with, mitigating the chassis flex that is there can be very beneficial. With this installed, when you turn the wheel or throw it into a corner, the chassis of the car isn't going to flex as much, you're not going to get as much deflection from the suspension, so it's going to keep your wheels, tires, and suspension in better alignment, thus improving the handling. A lot of strut tower braces are also small and thin, or they're just one bar that goes all the way across, but that's not the case here. As you can see, this thing is beefy. You get a twin tube design for added strength, and these tubes are connected not just on the mounting plates, but via several cross braces here in the center with that cool laser cut BMR logo right up front. The plates are also reinforced on the outer edges, so this thing is super strong. It's going to make a big difference in the overall chassis stability. The whole thing is constructed using 1 1/4 and 1 inch thick DOM steel tubing with thick steel plates on both sides. The bracing here is also made from the same steel and is laser cut, plus everything is topped off with this really nice glossy red finish. This not only helps the material underneath resist corrosion, but it also adds a nice pop of visual interest under the hood. This is a totally bolt-on mod as well and comes with everything you need to get it installed, but we'll talk more about that momentarily. Pricing comes in at about $300, and that makes it about the most affordable option in the category, so it's a good value, especially for the dynamic improvement that it can make. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should only take you about 1 hour to complete. Now, like I mentioned a moment ago, this is a totally bolt-in modification. You really just need to undo the strut tower nuts at the top, put the brace in its spot, and then bolt it back together. Now, install is going to vary slightly if you have a performance package car, and it is worth noting that this will not work with the Boss 302 or Cobra Jet intake manifolds, as they're just simply too tall. But fret not, this is a very simple installation, doesn't require you to make any modifications to your car, so you can certainly complete it at home. With that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through it.
For this install, you need a 3/8 impact, a 17 and 15 millimeter socket, and a clip removal tool. All right, today we're going to be putting a strut tower brace on our Mustang, so let's get started. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is take our engine cover off. Now you can leave yours on. We're just going to take ours off, but it will just push up against it pretty tightly. So we're just going to take ours off now. Just simply pulls up, off of the tabs, and you can set that aside. So now on the passenger side, we just need to free up our wiring harness just to get that out of the way. So you see the one tab here on the stud. We're just going to take our clip removal tool and just pull that up, get that out of the way. And then there is a clip on the back fuse box. Same thing, just release that, just so we can get our harness out of the way to fit our bar. Now while we're here, we're also going to take all of our bolts off. Now you want to make sure you have the vehicle on the ground, because otherwise the strut will fall out. So we're going to take our 3 strut mount nuts off, and then these 2 nuts here. All right, so we're gonna grab our impact and 15 millimeter socket and take all of these nuts off. All right, set all of them aside. You can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, except there's just these 3 strut mount nuts. So now we're going to start assembling our spacers. So we have 5 on the driver's side. We're just going to place them over all of our studs over here. And then we have 3 to go into the passenger side. All right, on the passenger side, you'll see on these 2 studs, there's already a raised section, so we don't need spacers. We just need our spacers on our 3 strut bolts. All right, now that we have those on, we can get our bar in place. All right, so now we're gonna set our bar over our studs. Now it is going to get pretty tight over here on the passenger side with the fuse box and harness. You just need to push the harness down out of the way and get it over our studs. All right, so now either side strut tower is the same with the hardware. So we have our 2 washer nuts we're going to put on our largest studs. And then we have 3 washers to go over our strut top. And then 3 locking nuts. We're going to grab our impact and 17mm socket. We're going to tighten our 3 locking nuts down first. And switch to our 15mm socket and tighten our 2 longer studs down. You can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side.
That's going to wrap it up here for our review and install of the BMR tubular strut tower brace in red, fitting 2015 and newer Mustang GT, EcoBoost, and Dark Horse models. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things Mustang, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.